was such a great opportunity to grab the lead. You have the infield back. All you got to do is just put the ball in play on the ground, and you drive across a run. It's a frustrating outcome for the hitter. Now, still have a chance, but it's probably going to take a clutch hit with 2 outs.
Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate. Got him looking. Inning over.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Back here at Atlanta, Andrew Vaughn now.
The first baseman, Andrew
Vaughn. 1-1. And another ball. Out to short, Dubon. Fires across the diamond. 1 away here in the 5th.
We talked about how the ball is coming out of the pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
Joseph Ortiz up now for the Brewers. Base is empty, 1 away here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Line drive, base hit.
Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Man at first with 1 gone. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Luis Rengifo. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Ripped into right field, base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Fouled off, he was late. Kicks and deals. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. Look out! And it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. This is Bryce Terang.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
Bullpen action out there for the Braves. Aaron Bummer, the left-hander, up and throwing. To first, might be 2. Feeds to second, out there. Return throw to first, got him. Double play, and that'll do it.
Just trying to sneak one through with the bases loaded, but an excellent job by the defense to turn that one and get out of this jam.
And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton, and set to get us started. Bottom 5, Michael Harris. The 1-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. This one high in the air to left center. Chorio tracks it down for the out.
number 1. Second baseman,
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. One down, base is empty. On the ground, right side, and that's just foul. The pitch. Ground ball to the right side, and he picks it up and he'll put it in his pocket, and the righty deals. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. and a miss, struck him out.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Now the batter now, Eli White. There's a strike at the knees, and the count is 1-2. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. To the right side, Terang. Over to first. That's the inning. Braves go down quickly here, and we're still knotted at 0. And we're back. Top 6. Now here is Sal Frelick. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 2. Fastball for a strike. It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there. The wind of the pitch. Goes down looking for the strikeout. Throws him with a backdoor slider. Tremendous job of bringing that ball back over the plate. He gets just enough of it to get the call. And tell you what, as a hitter, it starts out of the zone. It looks really far away, and for it to catch the outside corner, you just have to tip your cap to the pitcher. And here's the catcher, William Contreras. Outside, ball 2. Ground ball up the middle. Dubon throws to first in time. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
Now back, designated hitter, Christian Yelich.
Now it's Christian Yelich. The wind of the pitch. That one ripped. Harris makes the grab, and that's the 3rd out. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now, and we still have no score. Back at Truist Park, the batter will be the shortstop, Mauricio Dubon. Pitch.
So we're going really well today. That 2-seam fastball has got a good run on it. Excellent job of moving it around the plate.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And aboard on the leadoff single.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. Pitch.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind him. This is where they need to get going.
Righty to the plate. Out in front and foul to the left side. Now all even up. Got him swinging. And 1 away.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, it's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. 2-2 now. That one just misses. With the go-ahead run at first here in the bottom of the 6th. And he walked out. Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Golden.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
And a count 1-2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound. No question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
So first and second with 2 outs. Austin Riley digs in now. He's got it, and that is the inning. 2 left for Atlanta, and we are still scoreless. Top of inning number 7. Up now for Milwaukee, Jackson Chourio. That one hit to right. And Acuna able to make the grab. And a quick out number 1.
Notice how they're swinging too early or too late? That's a timing problem. They need to guess right on a few of those pitches, and I mean make an educated guess.
So up next, Andrew Vaughn. And misses inside.
Looks like he was trying to get to the front door with that curveball. It's definitely a finesse pitch, but it backed up a little bit on him and stayed inside.
There's a swing and a miss.
Well, when those hitters count, sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
1 down, base is empty. On the ground right side, and it goes just foul. Checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. No swing, says Freddie Ferguson. 1 out, base is empty. Now fly ball to right center. Under it is Acuna to make the grab. And there are 2 outs.
The batter, number 3.
Joseph Ortiz up now for the Brewers. The 1-1. Lined, and that's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive and puts the go-ahead run on base. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Spencer Strider done for the night. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Danny Young on the pitch here.
Well, walks have certainly been an issue for him this season, so we'll see what kind of command he has.
Runner at first with 2 away. Luis Rengifo gets a chance to hit here. Two outs. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And a pitch. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. On the run, sent it over to first. And that is the inning. Milwaukee leaves 1. Still no score. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Angel Serpa.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
So now the DH spot, Mike Yastrzemski.
The designated hitter.
1-1 now. Late on that fastball.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Michael Harris next up for the Braves. The lefty ready, and a 1-1. Routes to the right. Terang. On to first. And that quickly 2 away.
The batter, number 1, second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Ozzie Albies. And a pitch. And that's in the dirt. All tied up here in the bottom of the 7th. Bounce to third. And he gets by him. And that keeps the inning alive. So the lineup flips over. Eli White will hit next. And a pitch. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Here in Atlanta, now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Blake Perkins. That's in there, and that is strike 2. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Tyler Kinley, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Suarez also getting ready. Out towards right center field. Acuna after it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 1 away. Bryce Terang up now for the Brewers. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
And gonna miss.
They really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Swing and a miss. 2 out.
Tough night at the dish. Punching out for the 3rd time right there. He just hasn't looked very comfortable at the plate. A little unsure of his timing right now. Not picking up the spin and location of these pitches. He'll have some adjustments to make.
So 2 down now. And here is Sal Frelick. Two down, nobody on. You're in game 1 of this 3-game set. Next one is off the plate, and it's 2-2. Wouldn't chase that time. William Contreras waits on deck. Got him looking. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Trevor McGill takes over on the mound.
Well, good luck against this guy. He's been extremely tough to hit this year. His numbers are excellent.
The shortstop takes the ball.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
And another ball.
I just feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
And it's ball 4. He missed down low.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Substitution now at first base. And here's the pinch runner, Jorge Mateo. Here's Acuna now. Inside ball 4.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with a free pass.
First and second, no outs. Here's Matt Olson. Fought off foul. Right-hander kick steals. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Go-ahead run in second. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive. This one in the air, center field. Makes the grab, one away. And next for Atlanta, Golden.
Number 30.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Bird.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Well, come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
1-2. On the ground to third, into the outfield, base hit. Around third. He will score, and the Braves take the lead. 1-0.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
First and second, 1 out. Austin Riley next up for the Braves. Late on that fastball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And he deals. And he grounds one to the right side. Makes a sliding stop. Fires to first. And very nicely done for the out.
Now that's the designated hitter, Mike Yastrzemski.
So here's the Braves designated hitter, Mike Yastrzemski. That one in triple digits. Fouls it off, still 1-2. 2 on, 2 outs. Good job to fight that one off. Up the middle. In time to Vaughn. That ends the inning as they squander a chance to pick up some insurance. But the RBI single pushes across a run. Last chance coming up for the Brewers. So coming into the game now on defense, Jorge Mateo. He's in at shortstop.
Number 4, Jorge Mateo.
Now we see Raisel Iglesias out of the bullpen.
Number
29 saves on the season, so he's looking for number 30 right here. He's been big for him in the back of that bullpen.
Well, 1-run game. Here's the Brewers catcher now, William Contreras. And that one fouled off. In the air, right field. That one gets down for a hit. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
No outs, runner at first. And next is the designated hitter, Christian Yelich. Hard liner. And a base hit. Lead runner around second. And that's a double.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
And another ball.
Don't be surprised to ball on the ground to the corners if they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
A little up front there as he swings through it.
All season long, he's racked up a number of saves, and sometimes the adrenaline doesn't get high enough until there's a run.
And a swing and a miss. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Great location with that two-strike fastball. I'll tell you what, as a hitter, you're looking to protect the outside part of the plate, stay back on something off speed. So many times that
calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order. So bases loaded with one away. And now the shortstop, Joseph Ortiz. On the ground to the left. 1 and 2nd. That's a double play. The ball game is over.
He's done it again, Bird. That's his 30th save of the year as he puts another game to bed. Sweet dreams, everyone.
And a 1-0 final score here in this one. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long. Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Milwaukee Brewers going up against the Atlanta Braves. John Shambi and Chris Singleton with you. And Chris, we've got an opportunity to watch one of the true superstars in the sport. Ronald Acuna Jr., always exciting to see him in action. And it seems like he consistently finds a way to impact the game.
Yeah, Boogie. It's offensively at the plate, defensively when he's on the bases. And this guy's just a heads-up player, but he's got so much talent, and he makes the most of that. I believe it starts with his preparation because you never see him give away an at-bat. He's had his ups and downs in his career as his ERA is just over 4, but this is a guy that's not afraid. He's going to take the ball. He's going to go out there and give it his best.
Throw on to Olsen. 1 out in the top of the first. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. And one of the most exciting young stars in the sport, Joseph Ortiz.
And Boog, he's a fun at bat to watch. I mean, definitely a threat whenever he's got that bat in his hands. But for me, it's all about the mechanics. They're so sound. And when he gets his foot down on time and starts his swing, so much consistency, that bat stays in the zone for a long time, and he squares up the baseball a lot.
This one popped up right side. Drifts towards it. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
The catcher, William Contreras.
2 outs, base is empty. And now it's William Contreras. 2 outs, base is empty. Base hit, center field.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off the tee.
And here comes the power hitting catcher, Gary Sanchez. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
That's it.
So 2 on with 2 away. Andrew Vaughn now. The pitch. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. 2 on, 2 outs.
If you're going to be a championship type of ball club, you've got to hit with runners in scoring position. And after last night's struggles, I'm sure these guys are chomping at the bit to have this
swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Bangs off the wall. 1 run is in around third. The relay throw. And they almost caught him, but he's back in time.
Comes through with the RBI. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been. But obviously, you have to be happy with that result.
So 2 down. Next for the Brewers, Garrett Mitchell. The pitch. That one missing inside.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
2 outs. To the right side. Albies gets it to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Brewers pick up a run on this RBI double. It's an early 1-0 lead. You're dialed into the show. Back here with my pal Singy and today's starting pitcher, Chad Patrick. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
The wind of the pitch. Wouldn't chase that time.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner. When 2 strikes, you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
Here's Mauricio Dubon. That one inside, and it's 2-1. One down, base is empty. In for a strike, and now 2-2. The punch out there. That's out number 2.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
And another ball. Two down, nobody on. Off the mark there. Ball 3.
Looks really sharp at the start of this one. This is how it's going to be today. It's going to be a tough one for this lineup.
Late on that fastball.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
This one in the air. Makes the catch, inning over. So they make short work of him there. End of the first from Truist Park. It's the Brewers 1 and the Braves 0. Second inning set to go. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Luis Rengifo. The wind of the pitch. In the dirt, and that's ball 2. Swings through that one for strike 2. Carl Dixon working the plate in this one.
You know, we often hear and talk about umpires being a pitcher's umpire, but Boog Dixon maybe a little bit more hitter-friendly than most. He's kind of tight on the corners, so we'll see if that comes into play at all in this one.
Pitch in the dirt, full count now. How much were you aware of the umpire scouting report, or even who was going to be umpiring?
Not a whole lot. I mean, there were a couple of umpires that weren't real good, but outside of that, you just kind of went into the game, especially back when I was playing.
Hauls it in for the out. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all four guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Zips it to first. Just got him. And he was burning up the baseline. Joseph Ortiz up now for the Brewers. 2 outs. Chop to the left side. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going.
The first baseman, number 2, Correa.
This is Bryce Terang. Runner on the go. Pitch is low. Throw to second. Ow! And that'll end the inning.
Well, trying to get into scoring position, but a great catch and throw to end the inning. That's the way to pick up the pitcher.
Back at Truist Park, bottom half of inning number 2. And now Matt Olson up to hit. Olson, who gets a chance to play his home games in Truist Park. It's a pretty neutral ballpark. And the right-hander deals. Fouled off. He was late. And down on strikes. One gone here.
Well, it gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Vaughn drifts towards it. He's got it. 2 down.
Got the pitch that he wanted, just a little bit quick. Front shoulder open, backside collapsed a little bit, and the launch angle not where he needed it to be.
Here's Austin Riley. The Braves down by a run, bottom half of inning number 2. Close one, doesn't get the call. 2-1. And another ball. That's to third. Terang. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Braves. And the Braves go down quietly. Still behind by a count of 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Down the third baseman, Bryce Terang. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. And now the count is even. Left-hand batter waits. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a man on base to start the inning.
Up next in the walk.
Jackson Choria now at the plate. The 1-1. And a pitch out, but no steal, and it's ball 2. Now, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Next offering is in for a strike. It is interesting, though, When you consider the way the game is run now, doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Perez keeping him close.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
The other way. And Acuna able to make the grab.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Now here is William Contreras. Step off, throw to first. Terang back in on a dive. The pitch. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw. Save. Chris's wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
Foul ball still a 1-2 count. Man at second. And another ball.
If you're going to be a championship type of ball club, you've got to hit with runners in scoring position. And after last night's struggles, I'm sure.
Runner goes again. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Slice to right, and that should be extra bases. Headed for the plate. Throws to second. Not in time. He's safe. A run comes in the play.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night. And just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Look down. There's Gary Sanchez. Contreras leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Out to center. Sizing this one up. Makes the catch. Runner tags at second. And he moves up to third. Now 2 away. Next for Milwaukee, Andrew Vaughn.
The first baseman, Andrew Vaughn.
Bounce to the right. Olsen steps on the bag. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Brewers pick up a run on this RBI double. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Back here in Atlanta, bottom of the inning. Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate. The 1-1. And that's ripped to the left. Base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. And next for Atlanta, Michael Harris. Popped up. Rengifo gets under it. And there's one away.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable when he missed it right there. I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Here comes a pitch.
Oh, that's low.
That one misses. 3-1.
Good miss with that changeup away. He needs a ball on the ground for a double play. Minimize the potential threat right here. On the hitter's side, nice job of laying off that pitch.
3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Now got left fielder.
So the lineup flips over. Eli White next up for the Braves. On the ground left side. 6, 4.
He's out.
3 double play. And the inning is over.
They made it look easy, but it started with a nice feed to the second baseman from the shortstop. Perfect turn, and they're out of this jam.
All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in is the speedy Garrett Mitchell. Good eye in that spot.
Well, these Brewers showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Swing and a tapper. Tosses to first. That's the first out in the top of the fourth.
The batter number 8, second baseman, Luis.
Here's the second baseman, Luis Rengifo. 1 out, bases empty.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
The center fielder, number 16.
Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
In the air, right field. Makes the grab on the run. 2 down.
The batter, number 3,
Joseph Ortiz up now for the Brewers. One and 2 here, and a curve misses outside. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. Brewers strand 1, but they hold a 2-0 lead. And we're back. Bottom of the fourth. So now to the plate for Atlanta. Mauricio Dubon. And a pitch. In the air, right field. Mitchell gets under it. And there's one away.
now batting, right fielder, Ronald Acuna.
And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. Bases empty, 1 away here in the second game of the series. Swung on, belted. Back there. That's long gone. He hammers one out to center. His 23rd of the year. It's 2-1.
The count was full, but he was ready to swing it. He wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here is Matt Olson. Fought off foul. One down, base is empty. Not even close there. And it's 2-2. And a swing and a miss. 2 gone now.
Number 30.
Holden will hit next. The Braves trailing by a run. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. That one is hammered right field. Mitchell going back. Pulls it in on the warning track. Long ball draws the Braves closer. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the fifth. Aaron Bummer hasn't pitched in the last 3 days. Back to the top of the Milwaukee order. And the batter now, Bryce Terang.
Bryce Terang.
Kicks and deals. And a swing and a miss there.
They really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
One down, base is empty. That one is absolutely belted. Back there. Back gone. A gigantic blast. Home run number 20 on the year, and they tack on to their lead. It's 3-1. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth.
Another look at one of the most impressive home runs you'll ever see, as StatCast gives us the full picture.
Yeah, projected more than 480 feet on its way over the fence, and I don't think we could watch this replay enough, Boog. I mean, just incredible. That was a swing that we're not going to soon forget.
And here's the catcher, William Contreras. That missed by a lot. 2-2.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Bummer deals. That one the other way. And he handles it himself for the out.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
2 outs, base is empty. And Gary Sanchez at the plate. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across, and we're at the top of the fifth. Swings through that one, out in front that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. And a pitch. And another ball. Chopped to third. And he picks it up, and he'll put it in his pocket. Two down, nobody on. That one hammered left field. That's back there. Up against the wall and brings it in. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Back after this on the show. Back at Truist Park, here's the third baseman, Austin Riley.
Third baseman, Austin Riley.
Liner, stay dropped at first.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Mike Yastrzemski up here. Left-hand hitter waits. Right through there for a strike. That one lifted to left, under it. Makes the grab, 2 down.
Now back, the center fielder.
And now the center fielder, Michael Harris. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Braves go down quickly here, and they still trail it here 3-1. Back here in Atlanta, start of the 6th, John Shelby with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Andrew Vaughn. Falling behind 2-1.
Well, these Brewers putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
Albies over to first in time. Now 1 gone in the top of the 6th. Up now for Milwaukee, Garrett Mitchell. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And there's a ball.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
Hit on the ground to the right side. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this. So, man aboard, Luis Rengifo up now for the Brewers. And he deals. Hard ground ball, base knock. Lead runner around second. Throw into third. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
Back-to-back singles. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Blake Perkins. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. That one drilled left field. Fair ball. In to score is the runner from third. It's 4-1. He's in there.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Just a really nice job of turning on that pitch and smoking it down the line. And there's no one playing there, so once it drops in fair, you're on your way to extra bases.
Runners at second and third. Joseph Ortiz digs in now. Base hit. 1 run is in. Throw comes in and holds the runner at third. They're at the corners now with still only 1 away.
Well done. Drives in the run. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Here comes a new arm for the Braves, Jose Suarez.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the leadoff man for the Brewers, Bryce Terang. 2 on, 1 out. On the ground to third. Oh, great stop. Throws from his knees. Goes to second. Safe there.
Oh, that's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage. I love seeing what guys like this can do to disrupt the game once they get in a position to do so. And now Jackson Chourio. And there's a base hit to left. Around third. The throw in. The tag. Clearly being aggressive on the bases right there, trying to add on to that big lead. Credit to the defense, though. Nice execution to cut him down at the plate. Man, it's good to see they're still out there trying to make plays for their pitcher. Here's the catcher, William Contreras. That's out to center field. And that gets down for a base hit. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's 7-1. 2 consecutive base hits for this team. We often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field. First and second, 2 down. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Gary Sanchez. And that's in for a strike. Chourio, the lead runner at second. Contreras at first, 2 out of the inning. Hit hard, that gets through. Coming home, fires it to the plate. Safe. Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of putting it in. So first and second with 2 outs. Andrew Vaughn, the next to hit. 1-1 now. In the air out to center. Harris has a beat on it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that's the 3rd out. All in all, 10 come to the plate. They bat around at 5 score. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Brewers 8 and the Braves 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Headed down the line. Chourio on the move towards the line. Won't get to this one. It drops foul. Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs. High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul. Righty delivers. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's the 1st out. Man, there was no deviating from the fastball right there. He just kept coming after him with it. Here it is. Hit it if you can. And he just couldn't find a way to put it in play. Now the left fielder, Eli White. His righty-lefty splits there. And that's outside. Outside. And that's ball 3. Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball. And a foul ball. The Brewers up big in this one here in the bottom of the 6th. And there's ball 4.
That's ball 4.
Trying to work his way back into the count right there, but so much for that. Pretty good pitch, but just doesn't get the call on 3-0. Mauricio Dubon getting ready to hit. Dubon having more success against left-handed pitching this season, as might be expected.
And the righty deals. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Drops into the glove.
Now batting, the right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. He wrote a terrific piece before the season that detailed his love for baseball.
Yeah, he and his friends would play at the beach, in a huge lot behind the hospital, or out on the street. All they needed was a newspaper and some tape, and they were ready for a game.
The Braves with a lot of ground to make up here in the second game of the series. Wouldn't chase that time. Foul ball.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Righty to the plate. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. One left for Atlanta. It's still an 8-1 ball game. And we're back. And now the right fielder, Garrett Mitchell. The pitch. Just missed. Action in the pen down there. Tyler Kinley getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Piams getting cranked up as well. Pitch is in there. It's 2-2. That's down and in. Payoff pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Kicks and fires. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Leading off Milwaukee.
Man at first. Now it's the second baseman, Luis Rengifo. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Lined, and that's a base hit. Harris fires it in quickly, and it's now first and second to start the inning.
Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
New pitcher for the Braves, Tyler Kinley.
And if you dig into his walk rate, his numbers are really impressive. He's really filled up the strike zone this season, so these batters better be ready to swing the bats.
Next for the Brewers, Blake Perkins. Right-handed reliever. That misses. And now 3 balls and a strike. Hard hit, right side. Throws to second for 1. Out on the pitch to the pitcher. It's a 3-6-1 double play.
The 3-6-1 double play, in my opinion, is one of the toughest plays to make. You've got a pitcher covering first, and the middle infielder throwing to a moving target. Everything has to be perfect, and right there, they made it look pretty easy.
Next for Milwaukee, Joseph Ortiz. Two outs. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The shortstop takes the ball. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. On the ground. On the short. Dubon to first. And that is the inning. Milwaukee leaves one. And it remains an 8-1 game. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Logan Henderson.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Matt Olson up to the plate.
For the Braves, the first baseman, Matt Olson.
1-1. Swinging a foul straight back. Here's a 1-2. Swings through it for the K. Pulled the string on the changeup.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
One down, base is empty. And
Nope,
that's
inside,
off
ball
the
2.
inside edge. The count now 2-2. Swing and a miss. Adam out front for the strikeout.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Two outs, base is empty. Austin Riley next up for the Braves. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 2. The pitch. Fouls it off, still 1-2. The line to kick the pitch. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Way back there. And it's off the wall. And he's in at second with a 2-out double.
He went up there and got it. With 2 strikes, I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where he could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there, coming back in that at bat.
Man at second here with 2 away. Mike Yastrzemski next up for the Braves. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Man on second, 2 down. And down on strikes he goes. And that is that. Back at Truist Park, now the third baseman, Bryce Terang.
Number 2, Bryce Terang.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And the pitch. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. And there's 1 down.
The left fielder, number 11, Jackson Chorio.
Up now for Milwaukee, Jackson Chorio. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away. Well, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
On the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Bottom of the eighth. Now in for the Braves, Michael Harris.
The center fielder, Michael.
The wind of the pitch. That misses. And that's ball 2. That one missed. That's towards center. Perkins puts it away for the out. One down.
The batter, number 1, second baseman,
Ozzie Albies. Next up for the Braves. The Braves with a lot of ground to make up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. One down, base is empty. Got him looking for the K. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone.
No, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you. Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
That one finds the zone, and the count is 2-2. Ground ball up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
So up next, Mauricio Dubon. And another ball. The pitch. And that one in the air center field. Perkins should have this one. Brings it in. And the inning is over. And welcome back to the ballpark. Gary Sanchez now.
Gary Sanchez.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Strike 2.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
One, 2 now. Next offering misses down and away.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Next for the Brewers, Andrew Vaughn. That's in there. Now 1-2.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Smoked on the ground a second. Throw on to Olsen. 2 up, 2 down.
The right fielder, number 5, Garrett Mitchell.
So digging in, Garrett Mitchell. Missed with a changeup and a count 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Lifted in the air, out to left, under it. And that'll do it. Offense held in check there. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 will get their shot in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Brewers 8 and the Braves 1. Back here in Atlanta, last chance for the home team. Now it's the right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr. Next offering in there for a strike.
1 ball,
1 and 2.
2 strikes.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. And that skips in the dirt. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. The pitch. Misses inside. 3-2 now. Batted by him for the K. He's 2 outs away. Matt Olson next up for the Braves.
Olsen.
And here it comes. Way out front for strike 2.
It's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
And that one is lifted in the air under this one. And puts the squeeze on that one. 2 down.
The batter, number 30.
So it's their last chance in this one. Golden next up for the Braves. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9. The next pitch misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. Hit to right, and that should do it. Makes the catch. Ball game. And the Brewers take this one in a blowout.
Well, I'm not sure if he expected to get 9 outs in this one, but he had the gas in the tank to get it done. Kind of a throwback save for this guy today, but helps the team get the win. As you can see, they're pretty happy about it, and they're celebrating his performance in this one.
And this one finishes with a final of 8-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon. Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Milwaukee Brewers going up against the Atlanta Braves. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And we got a rubber match on our hands today, partner.
Yeah, the final game of a 3-game set. They've split the first 2, and regardless of how important a series is within the larger picture of the season, it's a game you want to get up for. Every series win feels good, so we should see a fun matchup in this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. All right, just about ready for baseball. Getting the nod in this one, Chris Sale. Chris, he is a fun one to watch do his thing out there.
Well, he comes in carrying a career ERA under 3. He's been fantastic ever since he broke into the big leagues. Can't wait to watch him pitch today.
Down the third baseman, Bryce Terang. And he's currently the team leader in batting average, Chris.
Bryce Terang.
The wide to kick the pitch.
Ball, no.
Third pitch of this ball game, that one right in the zone, but it's called for a ball, man. That's frustrating, but you got to stay focused. Keep making that pitch. You're going to get the strike call.
On the ground, Albies slings to first. One out in the top of the first. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. They do a lot of things well in this offense, Singy. They control the strike zone. They make pitchers work hard for outs. And as a result, one of the better OBP teams in the league.
Well, what I love about it is it's an organizational philosophy. Whether you go to instructional league, whether you go to spring training, you see these guys even during batting practice. When it doesn't matter, they're practicing that type of approach, Boog. And when you have that filtering through the organization, even when you call up a player, he steps right in and continues with the pattern that they have established at this level, which ultimately leads to a lot of success.
One down, base is empty. That one ripped. Acuna raging back towards the wall. Bangs off the wall. Round second, digging for third. The relay in there safely. You know, you translate on base percentage, it's basically this. Teams that have a high on base percentage, they don't make outs at a very high rate. As my buddy Joe Sheehan says, OBP is life. William Contreras. And a pitch. That one hooked foul. One away with a runner at third. Here in the third and final game of the series. Sale ready. This to third, and that one handled. Slings it across. Now two away as they get a run across.
Good situational hitting right there. Grounds out, gets that run in from third. They get on the board first.
Gary Sanchez now. Left field, way back there. That's back. And out of here. He flexes his power with that swing, and they tack one on the board. It's 2-0.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Andrew Vaughn now. And here it comes. Just missed. 2 runs across in the inning here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Swings through that.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Lifted in the air, right field. Acuna has it sized up. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that'll do it. But 2 runs for him and they jump ahead. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Brewers 2 and the Braves nothing. Back here in Atlanta and on the hill in this one, Kyle Harrison. What do we need to know here?
Yeah, I want to see how he handles left-handed hitters in this lineup today, because coming in, Lefties are batting over 300 on the year against him, so he's going to have to figure something out to get inside, keep them from getting their arms extended, and then once conscious of the inside pitch, be able to go with something away and finish them off.
Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder Eli White.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning, get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Missed with a changeup, 2-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Oh, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths. It's not just the pitcher, it's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders, have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 2 away. Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. And one of the most exciting young stars in the sport, Michael Harris.
And Boog, he's a guy who loves coming up with the chance to drive in his teammates. It's like he finds another level of focus. Batting over 300 with runners in scoring position this season. And you know what? Because of that, I wonder if the guys in front of them will see some better pitches to hit, because you don't want to put any free base runners on with him looming in the on-deck circle.
The pitch. Bounced up the middle. Rengifo. Now the throw to first on the run. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. And the Braves go down quietly, and they're down 2-0. And we're back at the plate. Sal Fraley.
Number 10, Sal Fraley.
The 1-1. And another ball.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
Left-hand hitter waits. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Brings it in with a nice running grab. And there's 1 away.
Batting 7. The second base.
And now, Luis Rengifo. The pitch. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
Now, most hitters handle mid-90s no problem these days, but when a pitcher is effective at mixing up his pitches, changing speeds, adding and subtracting velocity, you can see a pitch of that velocity just jump past a hitter's swing.
2 outs, base is empty. Hit hard, that gets through.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And misses inside. Late on that fastball.
Well, when those hitters count, sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Snap throw to first. And he's back in easily. Slider misses outside.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Bryce Terang up next for the Brewers. Bounce to the right. Gathers and throws to first. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Milwaukee leaves 1 as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 2nd. Matt Olson up to the plate.
Matt Olson.
One of the things that helped Olson in 2023, a stance adjustment. And that as well kept him more balanced for less swing and miss. Makes the catch for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
The pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit to right. So a man aboard now with one away.
Batting fifth, the third baseman.
So, Singy, let's dive into the numbers, courtesy of StatCast. Do you even feel contact being made when you hit a ball that hard?
No, I don't think so, Boog. I mean, that's just the best feeling in the world as a hitter. You square it up perfectly, and it's like you didn't even swing the bat. And there are times the ball feels heavy off your bat. You know it, but this is not one.
And that chance handled. Fires to second for one. On to Vaughn. 2. One hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. We played 2 full. It's the Brewers 2 and the Braves nothing. Back here in Atlanta, all set for the start of the inning. Up now for Milwaukee, Bryce Terang. And now the lefty. That misses the zone. Ball 2. And there's a ball.
Full count.
Kicks and fires. Ripped to third and caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Jackson Chourio up now. He became the 5th youngest player to start on opening day in the divisional era. Singy, can you name the others?
Well, Ken Griffey Jr. seems like a good guess for this one.
That's right. I'll give you the others. Adrian Beltre and Robin Yount.
Got it. Yount must be on that list twice because he was only 18 when he made his debut.
Exactly. That misses. And the count's even at 2. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Line drive. Harris makes the grab for the second out. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. It doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Not even close there. 2-1. Wouldn't chase that time. The 3-1. He swings and fouls one off. On the ground to the left. Riley sends it to first, and Milwaukee is set down in order. So they make short work of them there. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Brewers 2 and the Braves nothing. Bottom of the inning. Here is Ozzie Albies up to him.
The second baseman, Ozzie.
The lefty fires. Swing and a miss. Pulled the string of the changeup.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Michael Harris next up for the Braves. Missed with a changeup, and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Right through there for a strike. 1 out, base is empty. Got him swinging. Had him way out front of the slur.
Batting 9,
2 outs, base is empty. Jorge Mateo now. 1-1. Ground ball up the middle. Rengifo whips it to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Braves go down quickly here. They're still down. It's 2-0. So now the DH spot, Gary Sanchez.
The designated hitter, Gary Sanchez.
In the air to left center. Harris after it. Pulls it in for the out.
Now back, the first baseman, Andrew.
And now the first baseman, Andrew Vaughn.
He's looking to hit the ball the other way in 99% of his at-bats. But if you make a mistake middle in, he can touch you up for a 4-bagger.
To third, and it finds its way through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
Man at first, and now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Sal Frelick. And that's outside. Line drive, base hit down the line. Vaughn around second, headed for third. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
Luis Rengifo gets a chance to hit here. And a strike.
He's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
On the ground to third. Throw on to Olsen. Play is made, 2 out.
The center fielder, number 16. Blake.
Next for Milwaukee, Blake Perkins. And strike 2.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Second and third, 2 down. In the air, out towards left center. White makes the catch, and that is that. Brewers strand a couple. They're up 2-0. Back to the top of the lineup, Eli White getting ready to hit. The 1-1 is fouled off. And he deals. Fouls it off, still 1-2. The pitch. Swings through that one, it's a strikeout. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Here's Mauricio Dubon. Here comes the pitch. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Fights it off, you'll see another. Ripped on a line. And that's a base hit.
Now Right fielder.
Dominant performance for him today, Brew. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced, so I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much. He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Here's a 1-2.
Ball.
Outside.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Dubon, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Up the middle, takes it to the bag. That's 1. And their second double play of the day will end the 4th. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We played 4. It's the Brewers 2 and the Braves nothing. Up now for Milwaukee, Joseph Ortiz. The 1-1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Movement in the Atlanta bullpen. Danny Young getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Payams warming up as well. Struck him out swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
It's almost like he's telling the guys in the bullpen, stand down, I got this.
So the batting order turns over. Here's the leadoff man for the Brewers, Bryce Terang. The lefty ready, and a 1-1. Out towards left center. And there's 2 down.
Now batting. The left fielder. Jackson.
2 outs, base is empty. Jackson Chourio, the next to hit. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. So how much does his speed factor into his ability to go get it?
It's heartbreaking for the hitter because off the bat, he thinks this ball's going to get down.
Harris makes the play, and it's out number 3. Gone in order are the Brewers, but they're on top 2-0. Here's Matt Olson.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
And another ball.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boo, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Pitch misses there, and it's 3-2. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. And a pitch. And that's ball 4.
Well, that could be a tone setter for the inning. 4 straight pitches and leadoff batters on base. We'll see if the next guy waits until there's a clean strike before he takes the bat off his shoulder.
Now here is Golden. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. And a pitch. Just missed. Austin Riley in the deck circle. The pitch. And there's ball 4.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know, his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's going to have to put him down right here.
First and second, no outs. Here's Austin Riley. And that's downstairs and outside.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
And here it comes. And now 2-2.
2-2.
And another ball with a layoff that push down. Ozzie Albies in the on-deck circle. First and second, no outs. Last half of inning number 5. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
2 on, 1 out. Ozzie Albies digs in now. 2 on, 1 out. And a swing and a line drive into right field. Drops into the glove. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Michael.
So first and second with 2 outs. Michael Harris next up for the Braves.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Next offering is in for a strike. The Brewers leading by 2 here in the 3rd and final game of the series. On the ground, right side, Rengifo. They take the force out, gets him easily, ends the inning. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's the Brewers 2 and the Braves nothing. New pitcher for the Braves, Joel Payan.
Number 34.
On for the 30th time this year. And now the catcher comes up to him, William Contreras.
He is a talented player. His big brother Wilson has voiced that his little brother may end up being better than he is.
Late with the swing there.
Sometimes a hitter will go up there and guess, and it's not just pulling something out of the sky, but expecting, because of tendencies, a certain pitch in a certain location. He just guessed wrong. Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it, and I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. One down, base is empty. And another ball. Action in the pen down there. Danny Young getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Right-handed reliever. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter, and I'm so glad I'm retired.
Andrew Vaughn up now for the Brewers. His righty-lefty splits there. 2 down, nobody on, and we're the top half of the 6th. And he grounds one to the right side. Albies over to first in time. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nobody left for Milwaukee, but they hold the 2-0 lead. Now in for the Braves, Jorge Mateo.
The designated hitter, Jorge Mateo.
The wind of the pitch. Swings through that one for strike 2. That misses, and that's ball 2. chase that time.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
Got him looking as the fastball runs back over the inside corner.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle, so I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Eli White next up for the Braves. That one the other way, and that's just foul.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Payoff pitch. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Ball left side, and that one finds its way through. So he battled through a long at bat and earned himself a hit, and he's there with a double.
He quickly went from hitter to base runner. Love when guys make that transition, and he's got speed to put on a show.
Down. Now it's the shortstop, Mauricio Dubon. Move to second, and he dives back in safely.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
And a pitch. That one is absolutely belted. And he brings it in on the warning track. Runner tags and goes to third. The relay throw. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Always exciting to see him play at the plate. Trying to score with 2 outs, but the tag just gets him in time. And they cut down the run to end the inning.
Danny Young gets the call from the pen.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Up now for Milwaukee, Sal Fraley.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
No,
outside low, 2-1. That one missed.
3-1.
The 3-1. And a foul ball. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. At the belt and fires. And he walked
the ball. Take your base.
Luis Rengifo up now for the Brewers.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
Nobody out. Runner at first. Outside. The count now 2-2. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Blake Perkins. And the pitch. Runner on the go. Rips one to right, and it stays fair. And that rolls into the corner. Headed for the plate. They throw into second. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Everything came together for him. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
And at second with one away. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Joseph Ortiz. The pitch. And a foul ball. In the dirt, it's 2-2. On the ground, right side. Throw on to Olsen. That's it out.
The first baseman, number 2, Bryce.
Back to the top of the Milwaukee order. This is Bryce Terang. Perkins on third with 2 out. That's inside. And it's 2-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Two outs. Popped up to the left into foul ground. He's got it, and that's the 3rd out. Brewers pick up a run on this RBI double. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. The Braves in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
Just missed.
Looking to get something going. This is the guy you want at the plate. He's been great for this team. He is a professional hitter.
And there's a foul ball. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
The batter, the first baseman.
And now Matt Olson up to hit. His home and away splits there. One down, base is empty. And now 1 and 2.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Yeah, that's even up. Bouncer to second. Rengifo. And Olsen is set down.
Now number 30.
Golden now at the plate. The wind and the pitch. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he's attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Movement in the bullpen. Abner Uribe, the Major League saves leader, getting it fired up. Ashby, a left-hander, also throwing. The pitch.
Full count.
The Braves trailing by 3 near the bottom of the 7th. Lifted in the air down the left side. Sizes this one up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that ends the inning. Here comes a new arm for the Braves, Tyler Kinley.
Definitely a guy that pounds the strike zone, makes hitters earn their way on base, and rarely gets in trouble because of free passes.
Jackson Chorio up now for the Brewers.
The left fielder, number 11, Jackson Chorio.
Kicks and deals. And that one just missed off the outside edge.
2-1.
Righty delivers. Up the middle. Into the outfield. Base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Now batting.
Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
So man aboard. Here's the catcher, William Contreras.
Right through there for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And the righty deals.
Ball.
Just
No, that's
missed.
it.
The Braves bullpen has some activity. Jose Suarez getting ready to go. Suarez also getting ready. Runner at first with no outs here. There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. Out of here. So he goes yard to left. His 7th home run of the season. And they add a pair. It's 5-zip.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
There's Gary Sanchez. Here's a 1-1. Slider misses outside. And a 2-1 on the way. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Nobody on, nobody out, and we're at the top of the 8th. Two now. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Got it by him for the K. Next for the Brewers, Andrew Vaughn.
Andrew Vaughn.
The other way. Bounces over the wall and foul ground. It's an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty.
They hand the ball over to a new arm, Jose Suarez.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Digging in, Sal Fraley. That's hard hit on the line. That's a hit. Around third. Now a long throw home. It's offline. The run comes in.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. And man, I'll tell you, a line drive like that into the gap just feels so good. It's feedback that you had everything on time and in control from start to finish with your swing.
Next for Milwaukee, Luis Rengifo. And he deals. In the air, right side. Under it is Acuna to make the grab.
Now batting, the center fielder, Blake Perkins.
Up now for Milwaukee, Blake Perkins. Here comes a pitch. That misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. Fraley on at second with 2 down. Dubon to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. So they get 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Brewers 6 and the Braves nothing. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Austin Riley.
The third baseman, Austin Riley.
Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
And that one's a little bit low. 2-2. And that just misses. Harrison still out there to pitch the 8th and working with a big lead.
He's been excellent, really on his game in this one, and at this point, he wants to finish what he started.
And it's through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
The batter, number 1.
Ozzy Albies up to the plate.
Ozzy Albies.
And a 1-1.
Ball.
In the dirt.
2 balls.
And an excellent job keeping it right there. Is there a debate to be had about shutting him down, maybe to preserve some bullets given the score?
Absolutely. When you consider over the course of a long season, guys putting a lot of stress on that elbow, on that shoulder, but you also have to pry the ball.
Quickly to second for 1. Now to first, and it's a double play.
Got what he was looking for on the mound right there, and his infielders took care of business. Pretty textbook execution between short and second to turn that into 2 outs.
2 outs, base is empty. Michael Harris getting ready to hit. The Braves with a lot of ground to make up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one close, ruled a ball, and it's 2-1. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Ortiz, and that will end the inning. New pitcher for the Braves, Robert Suarez.
Number 7.
And he's been really shutting down hitters from the right side of the plate this year. Not a lot of hard contact, not a lot of hits, period.
Up now for Milwaukee, Joseph Ortiz.
Joseph Ortiz.
The 1-1. That one pushed foul. Right-hander kicks, deals. Now a screamer into the outfield. Makes the grab on the run. And there's 1 down.
The batter, the third baseman.
So the lineup flips over. Here's the leadoff man for the Brewers, Bryce Terang. Base is empty, one away here at the top of the ninth. To the right side. Tosses to first. Out. 2 up, 2 down.
The left fielder, number 11, Jackson Chorio.
Here's the left fielder, Jackson Chorio. 2 down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss there.
1 ball.
Bringing the cheese on that one.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Bottom of the ninth coming up, and we'll see if he can complete the shutout after the break. Aaron Ashby into the game.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Right side. In time to Vaughn. 1 up, 1 down.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Now the left fielder, Eli White. 1 down, base is empty. And that one fouled off. Next offering is down low.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
Oh, a great back and forth, and that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow he found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
That one drilled left field, and there's a hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
The right fielder,
here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate.
Acuna Jr.
1 out. Runners at first and second. And another ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That one misses. Full count now. 2 on, 1 out. And he grounds one back up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. The throw in, and he's in there. And a run comes in to score.
Well done. Drives in the run. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
2 on with 1 out, and now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2. Runners at the corners, 1 away. Here in the last half of inning number 9. And they'll do it again. Gets under it and pops it up. Ortiz hooks it away for the out. And there's 2 away.
The batter, number 30.
So they're down to their final out. And here's the catcher, Golden. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Vaughn steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
This is a huge win to take this series on the road before heading back home. You go home feeling good about yourselves. You've got some good momentum. But at home, you also have a higher expectation to play well. So they're going to have to maintain the focus because those fans are expecting a lot.
6-1 is your final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.